Hello and welcome to another fun practice. This is a quick paced practice. So whenever you're ready, we'll just jump right into it. You do not need any kind of props for the practice. No blocks, no yoga straps, nothing. Just find yourself some space, a mat, and let's begin. And please do consider subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate your support, and a big shout out to Lindsay, who's been so wonderful and so kind, writing to me on all my videos and giving me her reviews. I'm extremely grateful for you. Please take a moment and comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe to my channel, and let's start. We'll begin our practice today in a wide-legged child's pose. So bring the feet together and knees apart and fold forward into a child's pose. Once you get into your position, plant your palms firmly down on the mat and work towards bringing your hips down towards the heels. So you should feel a nice stretch in your lat muscles. Keep the back of your neck long. Next, exhale, round your back, articulate your spine, and come all the way forward into a cobra, or you can tuck your toes, squeeze your glutes, lift your thighs off the mat, coming into an active upward dog. Fold back into your child's pose, keeping your toes tucked if you like that, and flow forward into your active upward dog. Back into your child's. Exhale, flow forward into your upward dog. 2 more of that. Every time you flow back and forward, make sure that your abs are engaged and you squeeze your glutes. Last one. Next, exhale, lift your hips all the way up, downward facing dog. Right leg up, 3-legged dog. Bend your right knee, bring your right knee to touch your right upper arm. Back to 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left upper arm. Back to 3-legged dog. Bring your right foot back down on the mat. Float your left leg up. Bend your left knee and bring your knee to touch your left tricep. Float your leg back. Exhale, flow into a plank. Left knee touches the right tricep. Back to 3-legged dog and neutral. Bring both your knees down on the mat, coming into all fours. Make sure that your palms are directly underneath your shoulders and your knees are directly underneath your hips. Extend your right leg all the way back, lift it hip height. Bring your right toes down onto the mat. Pull your left knee into your chest. Left knee comes back down on the mat. Lift your right leg up. Right toes back down on the mat. Left knee into chest. Bring your left knee down, right leg up. 2 more of that. Right toes down, left knee into your chest. Bring your left knee down, right leg up. Right toes down, knee into chest. Left knee back down on the mat. Lift your right leg hip height. Extend your left arm alongside your ears and hold. Square your hips down to the mat. Release back on all fours and switch sides. Lift your left leg hip height. Take a breath. Bring your left toes down on the mat. Pull your right knee into your chest. Release your right knee back. Lift your left leg up. Left toes down. Right knee into your chest. Release your right knee down onto the mat. Lift your left leg. 2 more of those. Release lift your left leg up, left toes down, right knee into your chest, release, left leg up, extend your right hand alongside your ears and hold. Release back onto all fours, extend your right leg back, tuck your toes, lift your left leg coming into a bear crawl position with your left knee. As you extend your left leg, lift your right leg up coming into a three-legged dog. Bring your right knee into your chest, left knee comes back into that bear crawl position. Roll over your left foot, three-legged dog. Right knee into chest with left knee into bear crawl. Roll over your left foot, lift right leg up, three-legged dog. 2 more. Right knee into chest, roll over your left foot, scoop the right leg up. Last one. Release, downward dog. Bring your knees back down onto all fours. Tuck your left toes, extend your left leg, engage your core, float your right knee off the mat, and as you roll over your right foot, lift your left leg up. Right knee into chest, left knee into bear crawl. Roll over your right foot, three-legged dog. Back into your bear crawl with left knee into chest. Back to three-legged dog. Back to bear crawl. Three-legged dog. Come back into bear crawl. Last one, three-legged dog. Back to downward facing dog. Come back onto all fours. Floor, take 1 round of cat and cow. Release your back. And tuck both your feet. Lift your knees off the mat. Come into a full plank. You can bring your toes slightly wider so you have a much sturdier base. Keep your glutes engaged. Bring your left hand behind your head. Open up in your plank. Come back facing your chest down to the mat. Switch sides. Right hand behind your head. Open up. Back to your chest facing the mat and release. Left hand behind your head, open your chest towards the long edge of the mat, come back to center, switch sides, right hand behind your head, chest opens towards the long edge of the mat, back to center. Left side, keep your core engaged the whole time and your glutes squeezed. Back to center, shift back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees and walk your palms all the way back to your feet. Take a forward fold. As you fold forward, you can slowly start straightening your legs. Bring your chest towards your thighs and weight shifts forward towards the toes. Halfway lift. Bend your right leg. Place your right palm directly underneath your face. Extend your left hand towards the sky. Switch sides. Left knee bends. Left palm directly underneath your face. Extend your right hand towards the sky. Right leg bends. Right palm directly underneath your face. Take a twist. Switch sides. Right hand towards the sky. Come back to center. 1 more. Right palm down. Extend. Open up towards the longest side of the mat. Back to center. Left palm towards the center. Extend your right hand towards the sky. Come back to center. Fold forward. Sweep your arms all the way back, coming into your Tadasana. Next, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, Lift your heels off the mat, engage your glutes, tuck your tailbone. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, sit your hips back. Arms come alongside your ears, coming into a chair. Bring your palms to your chest and hook your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Open your chest, take a twist. Bring your gaze down towards the mat. Shift your weight onto your right foot. Float your left leg, bending at your knee. Take a breath. Bring your left foot back. Shift your weight onto your left foot this time. Lift your right leg off the mat, still keeping your twist the whole time if you can. And coming into a twisted one-legged Tadasana. Grab hold on the outside of your right foot with your left hand. Extend your right leg, take a twist. Release your twist, one-legged Tadasana. Face the front of the mat, bring your palms alongside your ears and float, hinging from your hips. Float your right leg back, warrior 3. Come all the way back up, one-legged Tadasana. Bring your right foot on the inside of your left thigh, left inner thigh. Squeeze your glutes, pull up on your hips. Transition into a tree pose. Optional to bring your palms to touch over your head. Take a breath. Release your palms. You can hold your left hand towards the side to counterbalance and grab hold of your right big toe with your 2-piece fingers and stay here if this is already too much, or you can start playing into kicking your right leg and straightening it. Release back into one-legged Tadasana. Wrap your right leg around your left either once or twice. Bind your right hand underneath your left, coming into an eagle. Take a breath. Keep sinking your hips down. Release your eagle. Back to one-legged Tadasana. Release your right foot back. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Sit your hips back down. Arms come alongside your ears. Chair pose. Bring your palms to your chest. Hook your right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Take a twist in your chair. Bring your gaze down towards the mat. Shift your weight onto your left foot. Hold your twist. Lift your right leg off the mat. Balance. Bring your right foot back. Shift your weight onto your right foot this time and slowly start lifting your left foot off the mat. Still trying to keep your twist and come into your twisted one-legged Tadasana kind of a variation. Grab hold on the outside of your left foot with your right hand. Extend your left leg. Twist in your Tadasana. Breathe into your belly. Release your left leg. Face the front of the mat. Arms come alongside your ears. Hinge from your hips. Float your left leg back. Warrior 3. Float back into your one-legged Tadasana. Place your left foot on the inside of your right inner thigh. Optional to bring your hands to touch over your head. Engage your core, squeeze your glutes. You can bring your right arm onto your side for counterbalance. Grab hold of your left big toe with your 2-piece fingers. Kick your left hand into your left leg, into your left hand and balance. Release. Wrap your left leg around your right either once or twice. Sit into your chair. Bring your left hand to bind underneath your right. Eagle. Release your eagle, come back up, one-legged Tadasana. Release your left foot down on the mat, swan dive, fold forward. Halfway lift, come all the way back up, Tadasana. Bring the tops of your hand on the sides of your waist. Bring your feet slightly wider than hip distance apart and toes are facing out. Squeeze your elbows towards the front and sit into your Malasana. So you're hooking your elbows on the inside of your thighs. Slightly lift your hips to release your hands. Palms come to chest. Come into a full Malasana. You can either stay here or you can bring your hands alongside your ears. Squeeze your glutes. Keep the shoulders moving away from your ears. Palm the mat. Come onto the toes of your feet. Bring your feet slightly closer. You're balancing on your toes here. Bring your palms to your chest and hold your balance. Continue to stay here or bring your right hand on the outside of your left thigh. Extend your left hand towards the sky. Cradle your head in your left palm and hold your balance. Keep moving your left elbow towards the back edge of the mat. Release, switch sides. Bring your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Right hand extends towards the sky. Cradle your head in your right palm and look up. Release. Bring your palms to your chest. Knees come together. Sit up into your chair pose. You can balance on your toes. For an extra challenge, straighten your legs, come back up into Tadasana. Next breath, lift your heels off the mat, sweep your arms all the way up, fold forward, halfway lift, bend at your knees, walk into your plank. Bring your right palm directly underneath your right shoulder and flip into your wild thing. Squeeze your glutes and lift your hips up towards the sky. Back to center. Wild thing on the other side. Bring your right foot on the outside of your left leg and flip into your wild thing. Come back to center. Bring your right palm again underneath your shoulder. Open up into your side plank. Plant your left foot down. Bring your right knee into your chest. Grab hold of your foot. Extend your right leg and balance. Switch sides. Side plank to the left. Plant your right foot down. Lift your left knee into your chest. Grab hold of your feet. Release. Face the front of the mat. Flow into your vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Come all the way back. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Bend your right knee. Bring your knee into your chest. Place your right foot in between your hands. Lift up high crescent lunge. Squeeze your glutes. Square your hips to the front of the mat. As you hinge from your hips, bring your palms to the mat and float your back leg up, coming into an L stand. Next breath, bend both your knees as you roll onto your right toes. Scoop your left leg out to the front, coming into a pistol squat. Hold for a breath. Roll over your right foot. Bring your sit bones down on the mat. Open your chest up towards the sky. Grab hold of your left ankle. Extend your left leg. Bend your left knee. Place your left foot on top of your right thigh. Adjust your right foot to make room for your left leg. Bring both your palms behind your back. Lift your chest up towards the sky. For a deeper hip opener, you can slowly try and walk your right foot closer to your glutes. Next exhale, squeeze your glutes and lift your hips up, coming into a tabletop with your figure 4. Lift your left leg, bring your left leg closer to your left glute, follow with your right foot and lift up into your toe balance. That's a funky transition. You can go back and watch again. Bring both your feet down onto the mat, lift up into your chair. Come all the way up, bend your right leg, grab hold on the outside of your right foot, squeeze your glutes, kick your right foot into your right hand, hinge from your hips, coming into dancers. Release into your one-legged Tadasana, float into warrior 3. Place your back foot down on the mat, palms come down onto the mat, scoop back into your 3-legged dog, lifting your left leg. Float into your one-legged plank, flow through your chaturanga, upward facing dog, all the way back, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up, bend your left knee, left foot comes in between your palms, squeeze your glutes, square your hips to the front of the mat, high crescent lunge. As you hinge from your hips and bring your palms to the mat, float your back foot, lift into an L hold. Bend both your knees and as you roll on to your left toes, scoop your right leg all the way to the front, pistol squat. Roll back down onto your left heel, bring both your sit bones down on the mat, grab hold of your right ankle, lift your leg, open your chest up towards the sky. Bend your right leg, place your right ankle over your left thigh, figure 4 stretch. You can take the support of your palms behind your glutes. Make sure that your sit bones are down on the mat and extend your spine. Lift your glutes off the mat, tabletop with your figure 4. Release your top foot closer to your glutes. Bring your left foot to beat your right. Roll on your toes, come into a toe balance and take a breath. Lift up into your chair, one-legged Tadasana. Grab hold on the inside of your left foot with your left hand, kick into your hand and hinge from your hips, float into your dancers. Release your dancers back into Tadasana. Float through your warrior 3. Back foot comes down on the mat, palm the mat, scoop your right leg back up, 3-legged dog. Float into your one-legged plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, all the way back, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up, bend your right knee, come into a bird dog position, extending your right hand alongside your ears, palm the mat, pivot your right shin, open up side plank position, stack your hips. You can either have your left hand extended over your ears or you can have your left hand pointed up towards the sky. Bring your right knee into your chest, grab hold of your right foot, extend your right leg. Bring both your sit bones down on the mat. Right foot comes to the left inner thigh. Left foot is flexed, toes pointed up towards the sky. Bring both hands alongside your ears and fold forward. Make sure this whole time that both your sit bones are down on the mat. Roll on towards your extended leg. Your left elbow comes on the inside of your left leg. Right hand extends over your ears, taking a lateral side body stretch. If you can, grab hold of your flexed foot. You can bring your left hand towards your right thigh. It's more important to make sure that both your sit bones are down on the mat. Scoop all the way to the front. Bring your right forearm down on the mat. Extend your left hand alongside your ears. Create a beautiful line with your left side body. Scoop back into your lateral side body stretch towards your left leg. Scoop back to your left. Plant your right hand and lift your hips off the mat. Extend your left hand over your ears. Plant your left hand down on the mat. Come back into your bird dog where we started. Bend your left knee. Grab hold of your left foot with your right hand. Kick into your hand and open your chest up. Release your back foot. Tuck your left toes. Pull your right knee into your chest. Place your right shin parallel to the short edge of the mat. Bring your hips down. You can either stay up in your pigeon pose or you can fold forward. If you want to deepen your hip stretch and add a challenge, bend your back knee. Work your left foot to your left elbow crease. Extend your right hand alongside your ears. Wind your arms behind your head. Release your pigeon. Tuck your back toes. Lift up. Come back into your plank. Flow through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. All the way back. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Bring your left knee down onto the mat, and as you do that, extend your left hand alongside your ears, coming into a bird dog. Place your left hand directly underneath your shoulders. Pivot your left shin. Open up supported side plank. Bring your bottom knee into your chest. Grab hold of your big toe with your two piece fingers. Extend your left leg. Sit bones come down on the mat. Bring your left foot to your right inner thigh. Right toes are pointed up towards the sky. Extend both hands alongside your ears. Fold forward. Roll on to your towards your extended leg. Bring your right elbow on the inside of your right leg. Extend your left hand alongside your ears. Take a lateral side body stretch. You bring your right palm on the outside of your left thigh for a deeper stretch, but make sure that your sit bones are down on the mat the whole time. Roll on towards the front of the mat. Bring your left forearm down on the mat. Extend your right hand alongside your ears. Roll back towards your lateral side body stretch. Come back, plant your left hand down on the mat. Lift your hips off the mat. Extend your right hand over your ears. Face the front of the mat. Come back into your bird dog where we started. Bend your back leg. Grab hold of your right foot with your left hand, kicking into your hand and opening your chest. Release your back foot. Tuck your toes. Lift your right knee into your chest. Plant your right shin parallel to the short edge of the mat. Choose your variation of pigeon and hold that for 2 breaths. release your pigeon. This time bring your right leg all the way to the front. Soles of your feet come to touch. Fold forward into your butterfly. Come all the way back up. Roll onto your back. We'll work our hamstrings before we go into our back bend. Walk your feet away from your glutes and dig into your heels. Squeeze your glutes, tuck your tailbone and lift your hips off the mat. You should feel your hamstrings working here. Next breath, come all the way down. Squeeze your glutes, lift up. Come down, squeeze your glutes, tuck your tailbone and lift up. Back down onto the mat, 2 more, lift up. Lift up and hold. Keep squeezing your glutes, lifting your hips up. Come all the way down, bring your heels hip distance apart, plant your foot, adjust your stance, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips off the mat. If you're bridging up, this is where you stay, or you bring your palms on the outside of your ears, and next breath, push up into your wheel pose. If you're feeling funky today, pull your right knee into your chest, extend your right leg, toes pointing up towards the sky. Switch legs. Release back into your full wheel. Come all the way back, down onto the mat. Bring your hands out in a T. We'll do a last bit of core work. Tuck your tailbone, engage your glutes, lift your heels off the mat. Your knees are stacked directly over your hips and your ankles are in line with your knees. Drop your knees on the outside of your left hip. Make sure that your shoulder blades are sticking down to the mat. Your chest opens up towards the sky. Exhale, come all the way back up and through, knees drop on the outside of your right hip. We'll do that 4 more times at the pace of your breath. The most important thing is to make sure that your shoulder blades are down on the mat the whole time. You can bring your knee only as down as possible, sticking your shoulder blades down. Come back to center, hug your knees into your chest, roll from side to side, release your back, and we'll end our practice here. You can take a Shavasana or you can roll back up and end your practice in a seated position or a child's pose. Wherever you are, just take a few seconds to consolidate your practice, to show gratitude towards yourself, towards your beautiful body. Whenever you're ready, roll on to one side and slowly come all the way up into your seated. I was sweating by the end of that practice. I hope you had fun too and you built up some heat in your body and built your heart rate up and had fun. Please do comment below, let me know your thoughts and have a wonderful week. I'll see you on the mat next week. See ya.